Hello, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am here with another bonus and hopefully the last of these goal planner reviews so that you have all the information you need to pick the best planner for you for 2023 if you do want to use a planner. At this point, the video I made about using just a notebook for goals will have gone up, so you can check that out if you're like, I don't want a set pre-structured planner, I want to use just a notebook. But if you are interested in using a preset planner, this is a fantastic option. If you've been around my channel, you know I've talked about this company before. Makse Life is a fantastic company, a fantastic planner option for you if you're looking for a goal planner for next year. And my launch day order finally came in, so I'm excited to share these products with you and give you just some of my thoughts. Really, I'm just going through this from an option standpoint so you know what your options are, and then a couple of the accessories that I am really excited to personally have. So let's jump in to their flagship product, which is a 12-month dated planner that comes on a coil. There are a number of different cover options. I went with this one. I was torn because, sorry, I thought I took everything, the plastic off of everything before I started, but I did not take off this bubble wrap. Anyways, I was torn because y'all know I love a silver coil, and they have an option this year with a silver coil, but I loved this cover more. So I went with this one. The gold coil is still a wire O. It's a little bit more muted this year, of a muted gold. There are lots of other review videos up on YouTube that you can search. There are some of the review crew that posted weeks ago. You probably have already watched them. They likely will go through way more details about all the options, the cover options, the dated, undated, 6-month. I'm gonna go through the products I have here, but if you do want some more like in-depth on what, like everything that Makse Life offers, there are lots of videos out there like that. So the cover is a hard cover. Again, this is a dated full year product. So it starts with the like goal setting section at the beginning, all of the steps that they have as part of their goal setting process, which is very streamlined. So if you are somebody who doesn't like a ton of reflection at the beginning of the year, Makse Life would be a good option for you. Which reminds me, I didn't mention, which I mentioned in all of these review videos. If you have not watched the video I did on 7 tips to picking a goal planner, I would highly recommend watching that one first, because knowing your answers to those questions is really gonna make a difference on whether this is a good fit for you. So this one does not have a lot of review, although they have changed up some of their instructions. I'm excited to read through this actually and see some of the things they've changed. One of the big things about the Makse Life system is that there are 8 categories that they encourage you to set goals within, and this page has like the ideas for each of those categories. So if categories are a no-go for you, this is probably not the product for you. But if categories are something that you like, something that you prefer to have that structure, this might be a good option for you. Then there's just kind of a notes page to brainstorm. Then you get into the annual goals pages. So you've got basically a half a page for each category to break down your, not really break down, actually really just more list out your annual goals. Then you have 2 pages for a vision board. Then we get into the monthly section. So we've got a page of goal setting tips to start, and then we move into January. The new month pages are not, like this isn't any different paper. It's not cardstock, which is nice because the back is the monthly layout, and I don't like it when it's a page I want to write on and it feels different. So we've got a quote on this side. That quote is going to be different for every single month. Actually, there's only a quote at the beginning on the January one. There's like a phrase, but not really a quote on every single month. Then you have your monthly layout. This is a full like planner and goal setting system in one, this version of it, the dated full year version. So again, that's a question we talked about in that picking a goal planner video. If you want your planner and your goals to be all in one product, this is a great option. So you've got your monthly layout with a Sunday start with a couple of holidays, and the color scheme, the Makse Life color scheme is absolutely beautiful. It's a little muted. Y'all know I like bright colors, but I do love the colors in the Makse Life system, and each month has a color. So January is this like blue color. So then you've got your monthly goals pages. You basically got 1/8 of a page for each of your monthly goals. And then you move into the weeklies sections. So for each week, you have a notes page that they encourage you to do kind of a reflection each and every week, and there are questions on their website. They actually have like a printable of the weekly reflection questions. But if you want to use this dot grid page for something else, you totally can, especially if you're using this product, like if this is your main planner, you might use that notes page for something else. And then there are tips at the bottom of each of the weekly pages, the dot grid pages. I love those. Then you have your weekly action pages. So now it just basically gets smaller, right? You have a half a page for annual, you have a quarter of a page for each month, and then you have basically a 1/16 of a page for each of the weekly ones, and it's dated with the week at the top. and then you have a weekly layout. I did pick the vertical one, even though, again, I don't know that I'm going to use this product, but I do. This is like the best vertical layout that exists, in my opinion, if you are a vertical planner. And again, dated. It's very simple. It's just got a bunch of lines and then an extra little box down here. This one has a heart that they encourage you to do some sort of gratitude. And then there is a habit tracker over here on the side with room for 7 habits. One thing they did change, I think this is a change for this year, is that there's no color on these pages. The weekly layout pages are completely 100% neutral. There's some grayscale, but well, I guess except for the little red heart. But there used to be color like in the dates and in the habit tracker, and there's none of that anymore. So if you like a neutral planner, this is the best. Also, I'm not gonna do a pen test on this paper because I've said this before, the Makse Life paper is fantastic. It's like my all-time favorite paper. So I don't feel the need to do a pen test, but I'm gonna tell you that I love it. So then you have that kind of set up for every week. A notes page, a weekly action, goal page, and then the weekly layout. And then you get to the end of the month. So after the last weekly layout, you have a monthly reflections page with a bunch of questions. And then you move into the next month. And then on the quarter, like when there is a new quarter, there is a extra page. They changed this year. I like this change. This used to be on the tab of the next, like the month that started the new quarter, and now it's its own page. So you've got a quarterly check-in with the 8 areas, and then just a notes page, line notes page on the back. Then we repeat that for every single month and every single quarter. And then at the back, they have a section that says extras, and it's got a 2023 and a 2024 layout. Also, I didn't flip through all the colors, like every month is a different color, but you get what the colors are, right? So 2023 and 2024, and then there's a bunch of notes pages, and then there is a sticker sheet in the back with all the different colors of all the different goals, and then the little icons of the different goals. I feel like those are new. I like those. I didn't get the sticker book this time because if you've been around, you know I haven't really been using stickers. And then there's a pocket in the back. And then every planner also has a design on the inside. The design on the inside matches the box that it comes in, which I think is a really, really nice touch. Okay, so that is the dated 2023 full 12-month option. They do have a 6-month option that they have not updated, but it's undated, and there are still some in stock from last year. As of the time that I'm filming this video, there is nothing out of stock. By the time it goes up, I cannot say the same thing, but for now, nothing is out of stock. Let's move into the quarterly companion notebooks. They revamped these this year, and they are beautiful. So this is good if you A, want your planner and your goal setting system to be separate, and B, you already have a planner system that you really like. So if you just want to test out the Makse Life goal setting system without it being attached to a planner, this is a really good option. This is also super portable. So it comes in a pack like this. Like, you can't buy them separately. That's why I left this on here. I did take all the plastic off, but I left this on. Okay. So the first page, oh, these are just so pretty. The first little booklet is the annual prep booklet. So it doesn't actually say anything on the outside. It's just got their little wheel here. This is really, this is really nice. This is new. This, like, the feeling of this outside of this. Oh, I love that. Okay. So we have got, they're also all perforated, so you could take them out, which is cool and interesting. So it's the same things that we saw in that other planner, except smaller. This is just a smaller version of it, but it's all the same questions and same pages and the annual goals pages. And then that's it. Like, that's all you've got up through the vision board. And then it's got the goal setting quick tips. So it's all that goal setting section just in its own little notebook. Then you have one of these for each quarter. And these, I believe, are undated. Yeah, these are totally undated. So you could do them in any order you want. Like, there's 4 different colors and 4 different quotes. So you could pick which, like, quote felt good for you for the start of the year. But let's just flip through one of these. The color scheme also is so beautiful. So again, this is like a bound notebook. I believe that if you try hard enough, it will lay flat. But again, every page is also perforated. So if you did want to take them out, you could. This is, although if I was keeping it together like that big, I don't necessarily love how that perforation looks. Like, they've got the little logo there. That might bother me a little bit. But y'all know I'm a coil person through and through, so it might bother me anyway. But let's go ahead and flip through one of these. So it's got a monthly layout. Again, this is undated, so you would add in the dates yourself. It's a Sunday start, though. And then you've got 2 pages for your monthly goals. It looks the same as the other planner, except it's just much smaller. This is also a really good option if you are goal setting for the first time and having all that space and potentially leaving some of that space blank overwhelms you a bit. Having it on a smaller size could be really beneficial. Then you've got a page for each of the weeks. So you've got that notes page. It does not have the tip down at the bottom, but I'm pretty sure they sell those like in sticker form that you could add if you wanted to, but to save space because it's smaller, they don't have the tip. Then you have the weekly action page, and that's it. You don't have the planner pages in between. So you just have 5 of the weekly actions and then a monthly reflections, and then you move into the next month. And then at the end, you do the quarterly assessment, and then there are some blank notes pages here in the back, and then a pocket. So this, again, is a really great option if you want to try out the Makse Life goal setting system without being tied to the planner and you just want the system. These are just so, I love the way that they feel, and these are super portable. I wish I could handle bound things. Like, I would actually really love to try these out, but well, it does lay pretty flat. And then you could, like, I could take this out and like keep it in my daily planner. Something I'm considering for next year for sure. Okay, so those are the actual goal planner options. Then some of the accessories I got. I am really excited about these, especially after feeling these things in my hands. Oh my gosh, so excited. So they have 2 notebooks. One is supposed to be more like morning notebook and one is more evening notebook. So it's that same beautiful feel. This one says Daily Intentions Notebook. And it's, oh God, I just love how this cover feels. Okay, so these pages are not perforated, which makes sense because why would I want to take these out? But it's interesting. It's the same like design. It still has that little logo there. So you've got a page for each day. Again, it lies pretty flat. And it's got just a bunch of questions to kind of set you up for the day. And there are 60 total days. Like there's 30 pages front and back. I love this thing. I definitely am gonna try this. I'm debating, I might start it in December. I might do December and January because I know February is gonna be chaos for us anyways with moving, so I might just start mine in December. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, and I mean, you can take a screenshot if you wanna see what all the questions are. I think they have a picture of it on their website too. But I would love the idea of this. And then they have one for at night, which this one, nighttime is a lot harder for me. So I might not start this one right away, but I really do, like I kind of want to, but I struggled to do my evening routine normally. So adding something in, but what I could do maybe is like an end of workday routine with this thing. And because it's not dated, it's like a journal, I could have it could last longer than 60 days. Like I could do this at the end of the workday and just do it for the days that I work, and it would probably last me like December, January, and February. But this one is reflections and gratitude. So how did I feel, energy, mood, what are you grateful for, etc. So those are 2 new journal options. I think if you're looking for something journaling to add to a morning or an evening routine, but you don't want the pressure of like blank open-ended journaling, these guided journals are really cool. Then they created their own markers, the Makse markers. They are very, very similar to the Mildliners, but they are in the colors of the Makse Life. I'm not gonna test them all out, but I love that they match perfectly with the Makse Life. And I love the way that they feel. And they have a sign that says chisel and bullet. They have that on the other side. I saw somebody the other day in our Patreon group say that they wished that they could have a marker that was a highlighter on one side and the dot markers on the other side. I need somebody to invent that and create that, please, because that would be really freaking awesome. Anyways, so if you are using their Makse Life system and you are a color coordinating fan, these are awesome. I'm just gonna throw them in with my all the rest of my Mildliners. And some of the colors are pretty similar. Like I actually have the yellow handy because I was using the yellow for something else. So here's, oh, wow, the outside looks very similar. That I know does not look like the yellow. Is that the Makse Life yellow? Is it that like dark? Yeah, I guess it is. Wow, look at that. That yellow, the Makse Life marker, it matches exactly. But it's not the same yellow. Even if look how close the lids look, especially on camera. I mean, they look very similar, but they look very different in real life. Now I want to try them all, but that's not why you're here. And I'm sure somebody did this. Look at the greens, but I bet they're so different because the Makse Life green, yeah, is a much more muted green, and the Mildliner green is super bright. So it's different, and I like that. That I just have basically an extension of more options. Okay, the last thing that I got that I'm really excited about but is not available, at least I looked on the website and it doesn't look like it's available anymore except for in a digital format. So if you're really excited about it, you might want to grab the digital one and just get it printed, but it's a year-end reflections. This actually came free with my launch day order, but it's a bunch of reflections. So if you do want more reflection than what they have in their planner, there's options like wins, highlights, challenges, lessons, growth, gratitude, what's working, what's not working, impact, adjustments, reflections, a letter to me, I love that, and then blank pages for you to just do what you want. So I definitely will be using this little guy. But this is available at what I could see on their website only in digital form at this point. So those are all of the new products. Well, all the new products that I ordered. There are other new products. I'm really the most excited about these journals and potentially trying the companion notebooks. I still haven't decided, but again, there's lots of videos up on YouTube with reviews, but I wanted to make sure that you got to see this as another option for you for 2023 in terms of goal planners. And I think that's it. I think we're done reviewing goal planners. Hopefully you found something that works for you. I know I'm gonna get the question, nope. Clearly, I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I need to take the next, as of the time I'm filming this video, I have like 2 weeks until I'm planning to work on my own personal goals, so I need to take some time, do my own reflection, and figure out what I'm actually gonna use in 2023. But hopefully these videos have been helpful. If you did like this one, if you would please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Where is this shadow coming from? Is it me? Yeah, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. That's my shadow. But if you want to use this dot grid page for something else, you totally can. You totally can. So you could pick like which, whoa, I just hit something. My foot is asleep. Ow.